And with this lifestyle, you can be involved in meaningful projects to you. Doesn't matter if it's biotech, doesn't matter if it's bricklaying or carpentry. You start from what's meaningful to you. You start from a problem that you want to solve. You start from an injustice that you want to raise awareness around, and then you work your way backwards. What is up, guys? I just finished writing something down and I really want to share this on video as well, because you need to understand how important it is. We need to understand how important it is to start from the problems. Let me explain. Let me tell you a story. I personally feel drawn to biotech, biology, but you have to know that I'm a complete dumbass. I failed high school twice, didn't go to uni. I've been traveling with a backpack for the last 6, 7 years. I always had normal jobs. I was like, how can a guy like me get involved in biotech? I just want to get involved in very meaningful projects that try to solve environmental issues, that try to help souls awaken and escape a system that was never meant to help us. And I realized that the best way to participate is in something meaningful, is doing something that is actually solving a problem. And you can start very small. Even when you make a video, right? You want to make a video, you want to write something. This is when you create something that it's meant for the public, which is either a business asset, which is either a creative project, which is media, whatever, right? When you are trying to speak to an audience, it's good to start from a problem, because first of all, you know that that person that is going to consume the video or whatever you're creating is actually going to benefit from it, because it's directly pointed at a problem. And it becomes meaningful because you are of service. You're doing something to solve a problem for a group of people. You are raising awareness when you see injustice. And when you start from the problem, you can also be able to understand and reverse engineer the process, so that you make sure that you don't create things because you think that people should like them, but you actually create things that there's a gap for, or there's somebody that needs to raise awareness around it, because it's not always about marketing. I'm talking about if you want to be involved in meaningful projects, if you want to connect with people who are actually out there changing the world and changing themselves, you have to get yourself out there. And if you want to approach these huge industries such as biotech, or reach, a worldwide influence in a way that, for example, if you start building media online videos, you can build yourself a platform which influences worldwide, and now you're raising awareness on things and they see you everywhere. If you want to achieve that, you have to start from problems, especially if your approach to your multiple interests is of a curator, in the sense that maybe you don't want to specifically get skilled and trained in a specific topic, so maybe get a biology degree, or maybe really get deep down in one single branch, but you're a person who wants to go deep in general, meaning that when you develop a deeper observation of one thing, you can observe deeply everything else. And with this lifestyle, you can be involved in meaningful projects to you. Doesn't matter if it's biotech, doesn't matter if it's bricklaying or carpentry. You start from what's meaningful to you. You start from a problem that you want to solve. You start from an injustice that you want to raise awareness around, and then you work your way backwards. That's how you will be able to approach life more directly and receive feedback. because it's not by thinking about it that the universe will give you feedback on the right course, on the right track. Is when you start engaging with it. And if you can engage with life in a meaningful way, to where behind what you're doing is the intention of raising awareness or solving a problem, the impact is going to be 10x, because you're not anymore noise. You're not just trying to talk, just trying to be like, I'm here, I want to play the game again, I want to play the game as well, I'm here. No, you actually talk and move based on an inner compass, which is built upon solving problems and raising awareness on real things. I mean, saying real things is not the correct thing to say, actually. Just on the probably on the things that you are called to work on. And if you allow that, then you are very courageous, because you're basically saying that you trade certainty. You don't need certainty of a label or of a title, but ciao baby, look how beautiful. I just fly away. You refuse the certainty of the physical world, of the matrix, of the system, and you say to God, basically, you can use me however you want. I'll just follow what wants to be solved through me. So focus on those problems. I discovered this morning. I am in this boat with you, bro, sister. If you don't want to lose me to the ocean of the algorithm, tap in. Just say hello. Say hello. If you're still watching, I want to know you. I'm Geo Universe. Thank you.